Let's get one thing straight. Men don't lose interest out of nowhere. They lose interest because they were never fully there to begin with, or because you stopped being fully there. And I'm not talking about your body. I'm talking about your soul, your mystery, your energy, your presence. If you're watching this video right now, chances are you're not just confused. You're starting to feel that slow burn ache of invisibility, that heavy silence, that terrifying question mark. What did I do wrong? Sis, breathe. You're not crazy. You're not broken, but you're about to hear the hard truth. This isn't a sugar-coated listicle. This is a wake-up call wrapped in Jungian psychology, female archetypes, emotional trauma patterns, and a little bit of that raw, unfiltered heat I know you came here for. So buckle up, because by the time we're done, you won't just understand why he's losing interest. You'll understand why it no longer matters. Part 1. The energy shift, what he felt in the beginning. In the beginning, you weren't trying so hard, and that's exactly why he was drawn to you. There was this glow about you, an effortless aliveness. You had your own rhythm, your own orbit. You weren't overthinking every message. You weren't contorting your soul into a shape that fit his idea of a woman. You were just you. And that was magnetic. Carl Jung said that every man carries within him the eternal image of woman, what he called the anima. She's not real. She's a projection, a dream, a fantasy he doesn't fully understand himself. When you showed up as your full, wild, untamed self, something in him lit up. Not because you were perfect, but because you felt like the missing piece of a dream he hadn't even named yet. But then, you started chasing the ghost of connection. Part 2. The shift, when your masculine started taking over. Here's what they don't tell you in pop feminism. Most modern women are drowning in masculine energy and don't even realize it. You plan. You initiate. You overfunction. You text first. You fix things. You make the dates happen. You think love is earned through effort. But what actually happens is this. Every time you take the lead in a way that subtly emasculates him, something ancient inside of him withdraws. Not consciously, not with malice, but with primal instinct. He doesn't want to be your child. He wants to feel like a king, not a project, not a checklist, not a safe space for emotional codependency. Jung wrote extensively about polarity, the dance between opposites, masculine and feminine, logos and eros, structure and flow. Sai, moment your inner huntress takes over and your inner goddess goes dormant. You kill the mystery. You kill the dance. He doesn't want your hustle. He wants your radiance. He wants to feel the mystery of your soul, not the control of your calendar. Part 3. The shadow he never told you about. Now let's talk about his darkness, because this isn't all on you. Many men enter relationships to escape themselves. They're not in love. They're addicted to distraction. You made him feel seen, desired, worthy. But the truth is, he never did the shadow work. He didn't know who he was without external validation. He didn't know how to hold presence in conflict. He didn't have a self, just an ego dressed up as confidence. So when real intimacy began to surface, when the mirror of your love started reflecting back his deepest fears, he pulled away. Not because you weren't enough, but because you were too much truth. Jung called this the shadow recoil. When someone sees a part of themselves they haven't integrated, they run, or they lash out, or worse, they ghost you while smiling. In your face. He wasn't ready for the kind of love that demands evolution. Part 4. Signs he's disconnecting, and why you need to notice now. Let's be real. You knew something shifted, but you gaslit yourself. You blamed your hormones. You blamed work stress. You thought if you were nicer, he'd come back. Here are the signs he's already gone emotionally. You feel like you're constantly proving your worth. His compliments feel generic, robotic, like he's checked out. He stops planning the future. No more we, only I. Your intuition is screaming, but your trauma is gaslighting you. Sex becomes a transaction, passionless, routine, or totally absent. But here's the deeper question: why are you still there? Part 5. Your inner wound, the root of your attachment. Let's get psychological. You're not holding on to him. You're holding on to a trauma bond, to the hope that finally, this time, love won't leave, to the illusion that your worth is something that someone else can validate. This isn't just about romance. This is about your inner child, your abandonment, wound, your invisible hunger for affirmation that no man, no matter how charming, can ever truly heal. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will rule your life and you will call it fate." Sis, this isn't fate. This is programming. This is a psychic loop disguised as chemistry. Part 6. When a man feels your essence, he stays. You don't need to beg for attention. You don't need to decode mixed signals. You don't need to be more feminine or less emotional or chill. You need to come home to yourself, because when a woman is anchored in her body, when her soul is turned on, when she radiates not because she's being chosen, but because she has chosen herself, the right man doesn't just stay. He worships. He expands. He evolves. You were never meant to chase love. You were meant to embody it. Part 7. The power of pulling back, not to punish, but to remember. Here's your challenge. Pull back, not out of pettiness, not out of fear, but because you're done trying to remind someone of your worth. Pull back so you can feel yourself again, so you can remember the woman you were before the obsession, before the anxiety, before you confused silence with stability. Let him wonder. Let him sit in the space your energy used to occupy. And if he comes back, it won't be because you begged. It'll be because he remembered the taste of your soul and realized no other woman could offer the same flavor of fire and depth. Part 8. You are the mystery and the medicine. Stop trying to be understood. Stop begging to be enough. You were never meant to be decoded like a riddle. You were meant to be experienced like a sacred storm. You're not here to be his therapist, his cheerleader, his second mother. You're here to be the mirror he fears and the goddess he craves. Let your silence speak louder than your anxiety. Let your boundaries taste like honey and thunder. Let your walk away be the initiation he never saw coming. Because here's the truth. The right man will not be scared by your fullness. He'll rise to meet it. a final challenge for you. So, why is he losing interest? Because he was never looking for a woman in the first place. He was looking for a nurse for his ego, a mask for his shadow, a dopamine drip disguised as love. But you are the storm and the silence. You are the dance and the stillness. You are not a supplement for a broken man's self-esteem. You are a portal to his own growth, to his own fear, to his own undoing. So now I ask you, why are you still interested in someone who cannot feel your soul? Let that question echo.